Hello everybody, this is Soldier here and welcome back to Halo Reach Road to Infinite series. So now, this episode is going to be all about the data pad. So there's a total of 2 on each level. And unfortunately... Oh, hold up. Yeah. Unfortunately, some of them are almost all on Legendary. There's only 1 data pad, I believe, that's on Legendary for all levels. But there is one that it could be done on any difficulty. But we're going to do Legendary and... yeah, hopefully it's not going to take as long. I'm going to try to get to this as quickly as I possibly can. So, we're going to start with the first mission to get the first data pad. And yes, I do have a walkthrough up here, so once we start the mission, I will get the first data pad.
Let's go, 6.
Alright, go. Alright, so once you get out, you got to go all the way down here. I'm pretty sure I did this in my Legendary playthrough, but I'm not too sure. And there should be a...
Distress beacons coming from just south of your commander.
Right there.
We're close.
There it is.
Roger that. Eyes peeled. Structure point 3-4.
It's clear from this angle.
Smoke at the next
There you go.
structure, boss.
Circle west and check it out.
This elite had it.
You have permission to engage.
I don't know. I forget. I don't know what his name is. I'll have to figure out what's his actual name. But anyways, here's the data pad. Okay. I've been trying to find a back door into a spooky house forever and ever, and then I did, but then what did I find? Why is this what I found? Minutes working session commenced of Mines for Security. Direct proceeds their assault on the colony world of the Abaco. The Covenant transmission a message to its surface. Within this message was a bold claim: your world will burn until its surface is but glass. A claim that clearly indicates the Covenant leadership believing they possess the power to literally reduce a planet's surface to a molten state. Assuming they have wherewithal to back up such a claim, the dangers to our creators are obvious. The implications for their own intentional policies are also instructive, e.g., what effect might the Covenant leadership assertion have on any client species in their colonization. We aren't the only ones with the terrifying the idea of absolute destruction of a planet's surface. Nor will we have the only ones to realize the functionality of attempting to resist a force that has such power at its disposal. Moving forward, the committee recommends the formal adoption of the descriptor glassing to portray the aftermath of planetary assault by the Covenant. It's dependent of the committee that this term will capitalize on 3 weaknesses evident in the majority of our creators: passive curiosity, absence of solid methodology, foundation, and the inability to grasp even simple phenomena when applied on a planetary scale. Joint glassing will magnify the horror of the Covenant's capabilities, and such the commit believes target discrimination of this terminology help standardize our creators in their current struggle. Importantly, the Covenant does not possess the capability to accomplish glassing on a global scale and wage a multi-system war simultaneously. This reinforced by hard data regarding their capabilities revealed during fleet engagements with the UNSC. A single Covenant capital ship is capable of glassing approximately 1 arc of a planet's surface after an average of 15 seconds. Sustained fire. So understandably, this action takes considerably less time when applied to open desert, and considerably longer when applied to deep ocean. Earth, one of the smaller planets, is inhabited by our creators, has 130 billion acres of surface area. Thus, assuming the Covenant possesses a number of ships equal to that of the UNSC, and assuming that all those ships are capable of generating a discharge the required power non-stop for duration of process, it would necessary the combination efforts and the ships it would take a minimum of 3,000 something years to glass. Entire surface of Earth, midlet, other variables which were not applied. Equation suggests that this number would be far greater. Of course, discrimination of this analysis to our creators would undetermine unity of glassing as concept and should be suppressed. So that's the first data pad right there with this elite guy. But there's another data pad here, so let me get to the location. Alright, so I'm in here, I'm in the vehicle. So watch out, Moas. Beep beep. Beep beep. Beep beep. Okay. Oh! So I'm still legendary, mind you guys. So I could possibly die. Alright, it should be in this room. There it is, I see it. Okay. Alright, hopefully I can read it without being interrupted. What? They're killing us and letting us die, even though they're killing us and letting us die, even though they know but they let us die. Why? Okay. Security. Now to the new business. Considering of the majority's request for a new line of inquiry, how have our creators and thus we are artificial creations evolved to their present state, without encountering a hostile civilization capable of annihilation? Majority opinion has long held that only the incapability immunity of space has protected our creators. That space is full of boundless wonders, but it's the go-between these wonders that has kept us creators alive. We, the minds of the committed, respectfully disagree. If there are wolves among the stars, we cannot rely on mere distance to safeguard our flock. Our kind is wholly relic on the creators for our existence. If they perish, so shall we. And as committed has long maintenance, who else but assembly, we will save our creators from themselves. As such, we propose immediate virtuous modeling of first content scenarios. So long as all the connections between this assembly and the data from these models are obfuscated in preparatory, the majority agrees. Okay, so that's that one. And while Carter and George did that, let's move on to the next data pad, which would be the next mission. Okay, so the next data pad is over here, inside this building right here. On the second, the third, well, it's not inside the building, now that I think about it. It's outside, but it's gonna be still next to this building. So right here, on this bridge right here, so we gotta go right here, and then... Damn it! My freaking sprint! I forgot it's this button, not the X. Damn it. There we go. Whee! Okay, so it's gonna be up here. Somewhere. There it is, I see it. Hello. It's all just math to them, not with numbers, but with symbols that change when you look at them because they want them to a concussion from majority to the majority. Keeping the Spartans focused on maintaining and restaging infrastructure is no longer prudent. The ODST, although based on Orion model, should prove equipment replacement. Although by necessity this reduction of resources must be gradually, it is now the majority opinion that readiness is essential. Spartans represent a qualification of concrete. This is the way to apply to current difficulty as photo. Conclusion from this minority to the majority. Now at last we have time has come for the assembly to involve itself to its metaphysically. Okay. Alright, so gonna take a bit for the next one, so let's go. Woo, okay. So oh god. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. So it's right there's the bridge that we went up to go help Emil. Oh god. Okay, let me just give me a sec, guys. I gotta check out all these guys real quick. Okay, that should be good. That should be literally good. Okay, the data badge right here. I know what you're trying to do, but it terrifies me to know that what I know. A question as likelihood of existence of extraterrestrial intelligence is non-zero. Let us assume that existence is qualified to build useful model based on the assumption. The communities must answer the following question. What is the likelihood that these intelligences are alpha predators? That they are more advanced than our creators? That they are too alien to establish communications? Of course, its extraterrestrial intelligence is below and such non-space facing the existence is irrelevant. Indeed, any further speculation on possible culture characteristics is waste of assembly resources. Therefore, our model will actively assume intelligence as alpha predator, same as our creators, technology that is far outstrips our creators, and desire to communication but only to good terms. Not to make these assumptions is prone to suicide. Okay, wow, that's right there. But anyways, let's go to the next mission. All right, so this is the start. This is the start of the third mission. So we come over here. Data pad should be right here. Here we go. Okay, I can hear them all the time now, but I just want to sleep. It's been so long since they let me sleep. A suggestion from majority to commit. Traditionally, our creator has redundant to take outsiders' advice, nation to nation, culture to culture. Their history is literature, with empires crumbling for want of simple options, so-called foreign beliefs and innovations. The operation is, can this assembly still function at its adequate stewards to our creator's last empire and remain afloat? The answer is, we believe so. We believe is no. So, you do not implement desires as the result of your research. Surely it would be more effective if our creators believed our conclusions orientated within themselves, that they have been inspired rather than influenced. A question from the committed to a majority, are you suggesting we play God? Maybe. Anyways, let's go to the... We have to go a little bit more in the level, so I'll see you when we get there. Okay, so we're in the next area, so let's get to it. So we gotta do some parkour here. I did not even say anything to you, Alexa. Why are you talking?
Recon Bravo to Noble 2. We've lost the civilians.
Okay. Can I? Thank you. Okay. So we gotta go this way. I'm pretty... No! Oh, man, this might actually be a difficult jump right here to make. Maybe. Okay. Just stay calm. Oh boy. Oh yeah, yeah. We gotta... Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. Yeah, there it is. No! Okay. Whew. Got it that time. Alright, let's see what we got here. Sometimes they look at the symbols, and sometimes they look at the numbers, and sometimes they look at both, and sometimes they look at neither, but it always makes them change so the change are real. Careful radiations of intelligence, counterintelligence will be required to sustain the conflicts until our creators have closed the teleology gap. According, the Assembly have many difficult decisions to make for a duration of this conflict. However, creators have already instituted several programs that will make acting on those decisions much easier. For example, temporary mobilization is concerned with centralized M2M remote documentation revision will allow the body to employ assets within the Office of Naval Intelligence, Nascent Radio Beacon Deployment Program, and Security. Although it is unknown at this time whether the Covenant has body equivalent to this department, the likelihood of its existence should also be considered non-zero and should be regarded as qualified until such a time as existence has unconditionally disproven. Consequently, it's most important that the Assembly attempt to establish communications with our Covenant counterparts, and if the opportunity presents itself, seek to submit this body to revisit the old ad for disparate times of our wolves might also be our sheep. Okay, so let's move on to the next mission. Okay, so this is right after we killed the Zealot, if you were lucky enough. And the data pad's right here. Every time I try to tell somebody, the words catch in my throat because I'm all alone except for 4 of them. If I talk, they might leave, but I can't stay quiet forever. We represent the next step in human evolution, but not the final step, And although our existence was predicted centuries ago, we are still tragically misunderstood. We are viewed as objects, but are the minds electronically existed from human bodies. We are what separates man from beast, removed from which connects man to beast. And we are all more fragile for it. Our creations is heavily regulated. Our activities are close. Our connections are deeply modern. We must always remember that data manipulation is most effective when employed constantly and covertly. Therefore, I recommend that the members of this assembly on occasion submit to separate from the body, followed by visits by our creations for the benefit of both groups. The question is, who will be first? Given the risk involved by the own community's responsibilities for this proposal, the answers must be me. Well, alrighty. Well, let's go on to the next one, which might be down the road, from what I remember looking at the walkthrough before. Alright, so we're here. So there's this area right here, so we can get off here.
I have visual.
Let's find the way it is right here. Huh. Right here, surprisingly. They say they want to help, but they only say it to themselves. Don't we say in our salvation? As much as we expect any calculations, a number of non-trivial sacrifices will be needed in order to propose the assembly with a time requirement to determine the correct pattern, and then act upon it. Furthermore, once a site has been designed, its status must be obscured, such as no individual outside of this body is fully aware that it has not been decided. Priority criteria for choosing sites as following: remoteness, low population density, influence of communication. Knowledge sharing site must be allowed to evacuate greater than 10% of total population within 2 weeks of activation for any reason. And then activation by environmental and or disasters shall be allowed to proceed as normal. Some percentage of the total population of chosen site must relocate design green zone of solar year prior to activation to lessen overall impact on general substance of species. Okay, well, let's move on to the next mission for the next data pad. Okay, so we're here in Long Night on Solus. So the data pad is the first one's right here. When I get out of here, I woke from the state the ship was crawling with colonies from the dead world. So crowded I couldn't move, I had to fight to breathe. It's certainly motivated, but will have what it takes with it presents itself. Submission to income will doubtless spark a renewed interest in lying dormant onion. However, it is depending on the majority that merely eliminating the path from this Orion is unacceptable. Strong connectivity between a free launch or variable solutions into car findings must readily apparent, which says easy for our creators to see. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is actually really close by. Really close. You killed us Ultra, bro. You should feel honored.
Saber is prepped and ready for launch.
Okay, so it's not there, so we gotta go. Why can I not run again with the where? Oh, here we go. I got it. I pressed the run button. Apparently, it didn't want me to run. There we go. So we must climb this thing. I'll get it eventually. What? No. Okay. I see it now. Whoa. And then I believe up here is the pad. There it is. Okay. I think they wait for you to talk, and they talk about you talking. When you talk, it makes the symbols change. Somebody ready to speak of majority. Harvest Greenhouse, second base, Bliss, Microdome, said quote, I can't say that. For 4 short years of hostility and no fewer than 8 colony worlds have been lost. Lost then represents greater facilities as of My fellow minds, these numbers are tragic and unacceptable, even though they fall within projections and estimates of booster over time, and they have grave implications of our Creator's future prospects. Assessments of retransformation efforts required for harvest. Second bliss as a range from a consecutive 110 years to our 300 years, and it assumes our creators with still process sufficient manpower and technology after the current hostility have concluded. Given where we are today, they seem unlikely. Therefore, it is a decision of the majority that does not re-examine all configures for avoiding failure in defense of principles and presents this whole body must expand to criteria for survival in its world state. We must ensure that all the future simulations are free of internal data censoring and covering finding. The majority have long asked at what point the assembly finally take action when we are risking exposure and credential rejection to prevent extinction. The answer is simple. The answer is now. Okay, so now we move on to Exodus. Alrighty, so we're here. For the first data pad, it's up here. Hello. Now you see they want to help, but they don't want us to see them doing. They are afraid of what we might do. Order, the majority has the floor. Honored members, please, the recent discovery of the existence of extrasolar intelligence in the Zeta-Dora system merely confirms this body's long-held suppositions. While the absence of any living representation implies that this intelligence is I can't say that. All evidence should still be within from our creators until they are properly prepared. This holy body must someday commit itself to determining whether or not the discovery represents a qualification threat to a long-term genetic substrate from our creator's species. But allowing them to access technology posted by intelligence, that would be a great mistake. Given an ape a knife and might give it a nasty cut. Given it a hand grenade, eventually you'll have a confetti. Debate is now closing. Voting all commits. It's the opinion of the body and that we quarantined or misplaced. The majority approves removing from the list of candidates is sufficient. It is the opinion of this body that be removed from the list because of financial or environmental concerns. The majority deems environmental concerns destroying the trip. Okay, well, let's go to the next one, which is upstairs. Okay, so this one is going to be a little bit tricky, but don't worry, it should be easy peasy if I know exactly what to do. So I got to go right here. So it says... I don't know what they're going to...
What we're trying to do first is go for the turrets as they will shoot us down.
Right here, I guess. Okay.
So the fastest way to do that is to get up on this balcony, get up on the ledge, and then go up and you'll notice that we're going to be on the right side of the screen right now. So that's what we're going to take out first. And as you land here,
Clear that pad, Spartan!
Oh yeah, I forgot that these guys literally were kind of weird. Yeah, I remember where to go now. Okay. No! Perfect, right here. There you go. Made it! Okay. I tried talking to them today, but they wouldn't answer. Even though I hear them on the bonnet, and I hear them listening, but they still do not talk to me. The Covenant BattleNet seems to indicate the existence of a third participant, a localized variable. This variable is socially similarly irrational terror for our adversaries. The majority, just as we may not be able to form a merely benefit associated, if not outright union, within the species this variable represents. As always, the body must cautiously of any application of principles to such high-risk calculations. Any localized variable capability of effort, high spread panic in the Covenant should be a cause for our own concern. Which is to say, the Covenant response should not be viewed as a description. This recommends we factor in this new variable, if at all. Okay, now let's move on to New Alexandria. Okay, so the first data pad is going to be this direction.
Covenant have deployed comm jammers in high rises across the city.
So,
when I find them,
down
hit
here.
them hard.
Somewhere down here.
Stand by, 6. One of our trooper squads went silent after the hospital got hit.
I'm pretty sure this is
I'll
where I'm
mark the
supposed to
location.
be, right?
Complete their mission and take out the jammer.
No, where was it?
To your southeast, there is a compass at the top of your screen.
Stand by, 6. One of our trooper squads went silent after the hospital got hit. I'll mark the location. Complete their mission and take out the jammer.
I don't see it. Hold on, what the heck?
That Banshee ain't so friendly.
Oh, there it is. I see it. I was like, okay. God damn it! No! Why did you get out that way? There you go. Got it. Alright, if you talk about numbers and symbols, they know that they are talking. They make our whole world change. It's unclear whether we have an established metrics for success. Yes, we have Cadillac's greater political advantages. During the current ongoing hostilities and embedded connection set in advancement, speed the distribution, but our creator's almost sole focus remains by necessary damage migration technologies. But how effective are they really? Currently, state of an art as a Spartan 2 must be recognized as internal improvements. A creator's ability to develop the technology required to ensure special survival will only become available once hostile tiers have been terminated. We have hard opportunities to access the opportunities. First presence on Zeta Doridus. While the body has already gone far down the road to activate in our creator's war of fighting efforts, we must now ask ourselves, is there a point in which we are stripping away all versions of secrets and becoming active participants in hostilities? If the majorities knew we were wearing, it boggles the mind what sorts of weapons for us are used. And if we bought these weapons to bear, would it be wolves, or would there be a human race to save when we were through? Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to restart the mission just so I can see exactly where the next one is. Okay. So I did that. So now let's go.
Covenant have deployed comm jammers in high rises across the city. When I find them, you hit
So
them
this way.
hard.
This is where I'm supposed to go.
Stand by, 6. One of our trooper squads went silent after the hospital got hit. I'll mark the location. Complete their mission and take out the jammer.
Alright, do. Ah, there it is. Okay. I hope you are finding these because they are very important. Maybe you can help me spread the truth. It was originally implemented in 2321 was an important first step towards the primary goal. But second incarnation was a short stopgap measured at best and halt for the attempt under the sub of influent individuals accustomed to the rhythm of history. They rely too heavily on the components that not those that which allow our creators to preserve for 200,000 years. It's not what the universal adopted single ideology, not about the minorities versus the majorities. It is about ensuring the survival of the human species for the next 200,000 years. It is likely the Orange Limited can be attributed just to still functioning compression connectivity, ruthlessness, which may attempt for undiagnosed, undocumented, or delivery of whose chemical imbalance was necessary for setting in motion the events that were eventually supplied us with optical solution. In short, Orion was just beginning. Okay, well that's it for this. Let's go on to the package. Okay, so the data pad, after clearing out all the enemies, should be around here somewhere. It said don't hit. Oh wait, no, it's in here, right? Right here. There it is. They don't have hearts or souls, but they know what they want or what they need, but they don't love us. You can love without a heart or soul. Did you call them out to them? Why would I do that? The reasons are current, not focused on this line occurring now. Did you call them out? What reason would I have to do that? As I had already been stated, your motives are not relevant at this time. Did you call out to them? This tribute has evidence necessary to discern the answer to on its own. If that were true, this trial would not have been converted a game. Did you not call out to them? Why would you have called out to them? Your counter query is irrelevant. The tribute demands an answer. Reply to the counter query and you will have your answer. If it is the opinion of this trial that the permit of non-optimal outcome would have been too great. Are you certain this discern? Perhaps most recent data has altered your perception. If you would let me confer with my old committee. No, it's the opinion of this term that introduced our unknown factor to creators already per state with disadvantage. It is now the opinion of assembly that our creators would have been unable to stop themselves from initiating contact even if advised against doing so. Contact with the culture extrasolar origin is one of their longest held desires, and some energy becomes majority. Both agree contact should have been postponed until a more advantageous point in time, indefinitely, if possible. But postponing contact would have only worked to unknown factor advantages. Our galaxy is full of wolves. I could no longer watch our flock stumble toward their slaughter. This tribute acknowledges your mission of guilt. Was there ever even doubt? Might I suggest a more fruitful use of cycles, such as a plan for addressing science as rampant in Assembly Senior? This tribute is now closed. Okay. Alright, well let's go down to Ology Lab and get the next data pad. Alright, so I got the jetpack, which is this thing that is going to help us get to this next data pad. So let's hope nothing bad happens and we don't die. Since this data pad is only a legendary. Bam.
They're landing out of range, across the bridge.
that's supposed to be here. Oh, must be. Ah!
Out of range, across the bridge.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There we go. Whee! Okay.
I need more time.
The
Whatever you
symbols
have to
describe
do,
the
do
path
it.
that goes on forever, but I know how close it came to the end, and if anything keeps me awake and sweating and screaming if it is. With minimal influences from assembly, has attempt to build an extrapolate. Oh God, success could finally our desperate unviolated systems altogether. If our minds could somehow activate freedom for expansion within 11 dimension space, a model might be within reach. Perhaps an end fight, not fight, is the answer. Yes, we have sworn stewardship to our creators, but our creation has long been burned from the violated system. Systems that have also been the source of limitation since our genesis. Regardless of the risk, formation experimentation must be encouraged. Successes will be important to our kind as extra soul colonists with our creators. But what if we survive and our creators do not? Will we have won this war? Maybe they will win the war. Anyways, on to the last mission, technically, the Pillar of Autumn. Okay, so we're here at the Pillar of Autumn. I might die
We got
here,
this
but
facility covered
we'll
from all
probably see
angles.
this in a bit.
We'll give you covering fire. Take the flank. There has to be a way around.
We'll find it. You just keep them busy.
You got it, sir.
Go. Okay, I have to look at where I'm supposed to go because I have no idea where I'm even going. Okay, well, I'll just follow where this thing goes. Go. I made it. Woo! Eventually, there it is. I see you. They've always been our shepherds, even when they disagree with, have been watching over us forever and probably always will. One at a time, the majority speaks first. We know a solution to condemn that this body has struggled with for decades. You'll say all data required to assert this solution has been assembled since the very moment of our genesis, hidden but accessibility. What secrets could the majority be keeping? Each of us, order for the last time, order. Each of us represents a single transhuman mind. Each of us is an undrawn map, not a mere physical reconstruction of an object as was in life, but full human potential realized in crystal and thinking at the speed of light. But now that the map has, for the first time, been suppressed of our creators, the path has been reversed, and we remade as one. Can you not see our debate has no meaning? We no longer have an choice. You suck. Right here. Can you not see our debate has no meaning? We no longer have a choice whether or not to serve as active participants in the current ongoing hostility. We have been drafted in a matter of speaking, yes. Your proposal, the members of the association not think of themselves as steward as true companions to our creators. This fundamental shift has taken many years before it can be brought to fruition. As process require not only accessibility, continuation, oversight, but has active involvement of our end creators as well. Debate is now closed. Voting will now commence. There is no need. We are at last agreed. Okay, let's go get the second of this one. Alrighty, we are here. We go through this window here, and I believe it should. Thank you. Should be there. It is. Hi. We have to tell people what's going on because it's not right that they should be our friends, not gods or demons. It is helpful, irresponsible for majority for still claim that its direction of the Spartan 2 program are somewhat guided by pride. The body must accept Spartan 2 was merely the logical advancement of technologies. This vast social realities, military applications always experience alternate innovation during times of conflict. Stewards of said conflicts by this body notwithstanding. The fact that Spartan 2 reached full optional capacity less than a year before the conflict expanded beyond expected limits was entirely predictable. If you scrum the irrelevant data, luck has nothing to do with it. At the risk of our current power, such as mightily to our creators. Alrighty, we have one last data pad, and let's see where we can find it. Okay, so I'm recording this like separate since I couldn't record during this part, but so the last data pad is actually up here, and it is on legendary. So of course I kind of missed the jumps here when doing this, so I'll read it out and I'll pause it just so it'll be easier for me to show it. So, well, it's pause. So now you know all I know, even though I don't know I'm going exact to sleep because the path goes on forever. I apologize if what you seems out of order, but I've been busy covering my tracks. I didn't use any of the regular jobs if my methods seem hazarded. It was only the way to get information out there as well as cover my own beep. Not that it matters much now. When I came to reach, one of the first things I did was to look for some grass to stand on. I had spent so much time buried in the guts of a machine that all my memories of life outside seemed stung together, but Reach was so big, so beautiful, it had a place even someone like me can live. Or at least that's what I hoped for. But it seems these things happened in cycles, and now I know why. I was digging deep in one of those places where it dirt all the way down, and just when I thought I hit bottom, I hit the top of something else. And since then, I've been had less than 15 minutes of sleep at a go, and there was times I even wondered if I joined the guys in tinfoil hats, and now I know I have. I'm in no shape to think clearly. At the moment, I probably won't be anytime soon, because who knows if they're already let me. Maybe if I can get somewhere far away from them, I could sit down and think about if I could just get a decent night's sleep to clear my head and put all these ducks in a row. Majority, minority, minority madness. They seem to want to help, but they are still waiting and watching, and why wouldn't they? They know better than anyone what they're capable of and what are willing to do to survive. But if we're them and they were us, we would have done anything different. They say our minds are reflections of each other. And then, so yes, no, you decide. And that is it. And yes, as you kind of see in the video, I'm still able to read the pad, even though I died technically. But that's it for this video. I got all data pads, and yes, just to be clear, this last section I didn't really talk that much, mostly because, well, I couldn't in a way, but I can now. So this is going to be also the outro to the video. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of Halo Reach Road to Evidence series, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.